What's going on, guys? This is Ben. I'm training here at RVA Iron today. We got a nice shoulders and arms workout in. I'm gonna be taking you guys through my workout, getting some lateral raises, curls, extensions, all that fun stuff. Yeah, let's get after it.
Full stack lateral raise?
There's no way somebody was lateral raising that entire stack. If you are, good for you, but I started doing these a little weird a while ago. Instead of the grabbing the handle, I kind of put my wrists on the inside. And then instead of focusing on pulling the weight, I can kind of just focus on driving my elbows and shoulders out up to push it up. Okay. Nice. This has got to be one of like the smoothest lateral raise machines I've used. I like it because you can use it to really turn it around, put it up here, make it a really nice chest fly machine as well. But like just the smoothness of the fly going all the way up and the consistency is so much better than like any other basic lateral machine I've used before. So this is probably one of my favorite machines in the gym right here, actually. I think we're gonna move to just some basic dumbbell overhead pressing, nothing fancy, just that'll be like my main kind of like heavy set for the day. And then we'll get into like the rest of the arms. I've been really into bodybuilding and kind of working out probably since I was like 17, I think is when I first started getting into the gym. Everybody on my high school football team got real big as soon as we went to high school because they started working out and training. And then I was like kind of getting my ass kicked in football in middle school. So I gave up on that when everybody hit puberty and hit like 180 by like 8th grade. I was like, nope. My junior year of high school, once I was done with PE, I was able to take an elective called personal fitness, which was like basically a small mini weight room. They had squat racks, a couple basic machines, some like basic hammer strength press machines, a couple basic leg machines, and a cable stack. And the weight training coaches would basically teach you how to work out, how to lift. You would test every quarter by trying to PR on squat, bench, and deadlift. So those kind of built like a very basic, strong 3 exercises for me my first like 2 years of working out. Carried that into high school. Once I got to like college and had like VCU Cary Street Gym, I was like in heaven, because I didn't have to pay extra for it. I didn't have a gym membership in high school. I just had personal fitness. But once I had Cary Street Gym, I was like, I felt like a kid in a candy store for the first time. And then coming in here was like walking into heaven with like every great machine in the world in here. But with that, I think we're just gonna get into some light pressing and get warmed up. When I was playing football, I think I was like tight end. I really only played for like 3 years, I think 6th grade, 7th grade, or 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. And then once middle school hit, everybody kind of started getting real big real quick. And at that point I was not, so I was like kind of get my butt kicked a little bit. So I took a little bit of a break from that. After I was done with football, I played a lot of like lacrosse. I did that for 6 years. I was a big swimmer for 14 years. That was probably like my main sport in high school was swim team. I also played basketball for 8 years. I think I did play baseball for like 4 years when I was a kid. A little bit of everything. I played ultimate frisbee at the end of high school. I played on a club ultimate frisbee team while I was running a landscaping company. So a nice little diverse portfolio of sports. I think swimming gave me my triceps. That's probably one of the #1 questions I get at the bars. People are like, oh bro, what are those triceps? What do you do for triceps? I'm like, I mean, it's like push downs, you know, like I don't do anything crazy. But for like 14 years after I'd get out of the pool after every swim practice, like my arms were always burning. I think I was just like muscling the water a little bit more than I should.
Yeah.
So I think I just kind of like genetically built up some strong fibers back there. I think we're doing 75s and then we might be able to work one set at like 80 or so. Right now I'm being coached by Dr. Coach Avery. I've been working with Derek for, I wanted to say today is 30 weeks, I think. We started off kind of aggressively wanting to go into like a heavy push phase. And I quickly realized that my digestion adapts very slowly, which I kind of already knew. So we had to pull back. We went to like a very like kind of easy maintenance phase, got my body very comfortable and routine, got digestion, focused a lot on pulling together habits like stress and sleep, because I think those things were having a lot of stress and very poor sleep made it very difficult for my body to have an appetite and want to eat more and thus want to grow. Training wasn't well either. So we spent a solid like 3 or 4 months just focusing on habits, routines, just all aspects of health. And then once I kind of felt like set up in a really good position, I got done moving. I got some like big financial hurdles out of the way. Got a little bit more just comfortable into a basic routine and didn't have a lot of life shenanigans going on. We're able to start a really heavy push phase. I think we pushed from like mid-November. We'll be pushing a lot of food, trying to grow as much as we can until about mid-March. Pull back, go into a little bit of a health maintenance phase for another 8 weeks. And then from there, go into another push phase. And then maybe at the end of the second push phase, we'll think about a show. I just reached 200 fasted last week on my check-ins. That was pre-stomach bug. And then this morning, I was actually 192. Dropped a whole 8 pounds in 1 week, dude. I was sick this morning when I woke up and saw that on a scale. I was like, man, I want to look extra big for this video today too. Working with Derek, I'd love to get up to like 220 pounds in an off season. I think if I could get to a consistent, comfortable 220 for an extended period of time and then cut all the way down to like 200, I think that would look pretty freaky on stage. And at that point I might consider, I've always felt content in like my like leanness. I've always been a skinny kid. But I've never been like a big kid. I think as long as I've been lifting, I've just been wanting to like be a big kid or one of the big guys in the gym. So that's always kind of just been my goal. I'm not really in any rush to spend a bunch of money, time, and effort to getting even leaner and skinnier than I am now. I want to get 220 pounds. All right, I'll get one more. That'll be most of our work for shoulders. Let me see what Dr. Derek has next for us. Rear delts. I feel like once rear delts give out, they're like such a small muscle that once they stop, they really just like stop completely. Like legs or like chest or back, I can kind of get some like partials with and like kind of force some half reps. But those, once your rear delts are toast, man, they're just toast.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
I bartend at Wood and Iron in Scott's Addition. Currently, we are closed because of this water epidemic that's drowning the whole city. I enjoy bartending there a lot. Trying to figure out next steps. I think I really would love to do something, get into like a couple other jobs going in the fitness industry. It's cool. I've actually been able to start talking with a couple customers at the bar that are like, man, you know, like that's the one thing I struggle with as a bartender is watching people come in and almost kind of like feeding them a bad lifestyle, if you will. But I've also been able to channel that into being able to motivate and using myself as like a physical expression of motivation for those people of like, yo, you don't have to drink 7 days a week and hate your life, you know what I mean? You can learn basic steps. Oh, but I feel uncomfortable, but this, that, and the other. I've been able to get a couple people at the bar getting them into fitness, the gym. I've got my one friend signed up for the RVA Transform Fitness Challenge. I'm gonna try to get him in shape. I've been able to use my job as a bartender as an outlet to help show people that there's a different side of life than just like the bar scene and be able to listen to their expressions and their desires to want to change and give them the tools and power and information. Because a lot of times they don't know where to go. They don't feel comfortable just walking into a gym, but their good friend Ben, the bartender, you know, he's Shaq, he's fitness. I can ask him about anything and I can give them all the information they need. Be able to be like, hey, here's, you know, kind of a basic workout plan, something to get you started and a basic guideline to teach you everything to get you comfortable in the gym. And I'd love to be able to continue growing that clientele and base and maybe be able to transition out of bartending with that one day would be super cool. Until then, we're just gonna keep getting big. Whew. That felt very good. Outside of a basic dumbbell bicep curl, this is probably one of my favorite bicep movements. Just because the tension and the line of curve is so smooth. I feel like you don't really get any elbow pain. I'm able to keep my biceps in a very comfortable position. Need a very nice squeeze with these. I usually will warm up this movement 2 arms just to kind of like speed things up a little bit. But once you throw a little bit of weight on, this will be a single arm movement. Yeah, the stretch down there that you get on this machine, and then just the squeeze right there. I feel like I can just feel all the blood kind of pumping in and out of my arm really well on this machine. That was maybe a little bit too heavy, but it felt good. That hurt. Second to last exercises, we'll be alternating triceps with a little bit of biceps to finish with a little bit of a full arm pump all at once. Makes the pump showdown at the end a little bit more exciting.
Got any New Year's goals?
That's a great question. I feel like I should have a good answer for that. I would say get bigger is kind of one, but I think subcontext to that, there's a lot more underlying goals that go into getting bigger, being more disciplined, be more consistent, be more grateful and intentional with my time, a little less scrolling, maybe a little bit more reading. I think all of those things would go into just bringing my mental health a little bit more at peace, at rest, at relaxation. When your brain's happy, your mind's happy, your body's happy, you're putting on muscle, you're getting bigger. So I guess all of those things kind of work out into getting bigger, right? Yep, okay. Okay. Arms are feeling crazy. I'm gonna take that straight into some tricep overhead extensions. Josh, thank you for coming along, recording this little shoulder arm workout. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys had a enjoyment watching this video. Check out the RV Iron YouTube channel. Members get a free guest on Fridays. Come check it out. It's a good time in here. Thanks for watching.